All right. So I got a request to look at this fool, Congressman Steve King. I believe he's a congressman from Ohio or Iowa. One of them. Iowa, I think it is. And recently said, would the human beings have survived without rape and incest? He said if you remove all the people who have been born out of rape and incest, would the human race have survived? Now, I'm not reading on that because that's stupid, but is he the next to go? Is he one of these people who's going to retire, or oh Lord, I can't. I'm hearkening back to a time when Donald Trump said, and was it Iowa he said this about, or was it Ohio? I get those two names mixed up. I don't know why, but they sound the same to me. He said, "How stupid are the people of Iowa?" Or did he say Ohio? One of them. And I'm just thinking, this guy has got to be on his way out. I mean, I don't know, but he's been there forever, so maybe not. It's anyway. Let's just do a general on him, see what may be going on around him, and I won't judge because we're just going to do the general, and then I'm going to judge for is he going to be on his way out? Because for God's sakes. Like, it's just like Neanderthal thinking or something. I don't know. Maybe his family is cousin humpers and he just, is using his own experience, but I can't. Let's just take a general look at him, see what's going on. First card. Oh, the Tower. Second card, or the peek at the outcome, is the Two of Wands. So there is a preparation to do something. A preparation to do something. But first cards first is the Tower. So let's see what you get. The Knight of Swords. It's coming quick. What's coming quick? What's the situation? Oh, a burden. So I think your latest little statement may have probably gotten you in trouble, but like I said, I won't judge your situation yet. But this is just a general. What's going on around you is your general reading. General readings for those in the future could pick up on anything around you, even other people. So it may not necessarily be him. So we got the Tower. There's a sudden end. And it's like today type of sudden end because this is chaotic energy. So some chaos broke out and there's a sudden end to something. It's causing some burden. The Magician. There is sort of the author of lies is what I've nicknamed him. And then the Queen of Coins, which is blinded by the sun right now. But that's the Queen of Pentacles. Let's see. Queen of Wands. And then a union with the Two of Cups. Oh, mercy. Sometimes it's okay for the spirit to have a sense of humor, but I'm trying to be serious here. Like he's lying about something, right? He's lying about something. Something to do with a woman. And of course, you know, my spirit, though, it's very cheeky. It says, is that person related to him? So it's like there is, I won't go there completely, but you know what I'm saying. So it's a woman. There's a lie coming out here. And the fear is the temperance. So something to do with maybe a healing, or maybe just a betterment of his situation. But there's a healing or something like that. The hopes and desire is the Seven of Cups. It's like concealment or a smokescreen. So he's trying to hide something and wants to keep it that. He wants to keep it that way. There's the children card, the Six of Cups. Looks like we got us a whole new reading. So we're going to have to see. Maybe this is nostalgia. Maybe it's not kids. Let's see. This is why I do this card back here. If you'll notice, most readers, when they pull a card and it's kind of unclear as to what it's saying, they'll pull what they call a clarifier. And what I do in my spread that I kind of made up here is you pull a card, and then in the environment, this is what's in the environment. So this is what's going on around him. So there's something about either kids or something from the past with this card. This is nostalgia. And so what I'll do is pull a card here. This is called the background. So this is like my clarifier for this. So this card will tell me why this card popped up. The Four of Coins. This and this sort of go hand in hand. There's a concealment with the magician. He's able to cast illusion, sort of let you believe that what you see is what you see, and you know what he wants you to see. This is a clinging, so holding tightly to something, probably information. So either you are paying child support or you're clinging to something to do with a child. The King of Swords is in your fear. That could be the law. The Two of Swords, the indecision, is in your solace. I don't think there might be a payoff. Well, see, I'm judging. I was going to say there might be a payoff, and that person is in the... Yeah. I don't even think we need to do a reading. I think he has a kid or a mistress or something on the side. His outcome card is the Devil and the Two of Wands. So there is a plan of concealment. He is holding tightly to information. Holding tightly to the fact that he has maybe a child or he has a mistress, and there's someone on the side that is in a situation of maybe they don't expose him because maybe he's paying them off. So let's before we see if he's on his way out, let's do a little reading and see what's going on there. General readings always lead to something else. Because you didn't ask a question, and yet a question will pop up. Because now it's like, what in the world did I just see? So, does Representative Stephen King have a mistress and a child on the side? I don't even know if he's married. I didn't even look into all that. But there were two women there. One of them was someone he's doing some casting of illusions with. So, Seven of Cups fell out again. That's the confusion card. And this card keeps talking because I've seen it now two times. So, let's see. That's a kid and money. So, so does Steve King have a mistress and a child on the side? Jesus. Lord, have all the mercy. These people. Yeah, I don't want to lead, like, I mean, whatever. I'm not going to judge. Do what you want. Every deck of mine has a bent card. Every single one. Because I'm really hard on the cards. $13, $14. Four of Swords. That's your first card. Little peek at your outcome. Four of Coins again. Clinging to that information. So, Four of Swords. The Fool. These are crossed by the Three of Swords. So we are at a crossroads. We have now sort of taken rest. We have come back. But there's something new, maybe something foolish, maybe something childish. So you have rest and respite, relaxation. But something new at the same time. So how can you have pause in new? Well, it could be who you laid with. Or it could be maybe you're being a fool thinking that this is over. Hell hath no fury, as they say, but there is some heartbreak here. Some heartbreak, some separation. There is some wounded feelings. This is also like a mental illness card for me. So maybe somebody is feeling a little jilted. And it's starting something new. At the base, yeah, I think that's what it is. Hangman. Because now we're having a new outlook. Now someone is prepared to sort of hang things up. There's a sacrifice that has to be made, and maybe this is how you are on your way out by public shame. Yeah, there's an illumination on the outlook. So I think this is about to come out too. The Eight of Wands, communication. So I don't think the tarot could be any more clear right now. Page of Swords, disappointing news around the communication card. So, like, what else do you want here? In the Fear, the Balance, Two of Pentacles, lack of balance is what that really is. So you do fear things kind of getting out of hand. But they're going to, because parallel to that, of course, is the Hangman. So we're already in a position to where things are going to change its outlook. Illumination upon that outlook. So you fear it because communication and bad news are on the way. Lordy, lordy, lordy. The Nine of Swords, in your hopes. I do believe that you have no hope. So, because this is anxiety, fear, depression. So why would you hope for that? Like I said, God answers all prayers. Sometimes the answer is no. The Eight of Cups is a walking away, abandonment. Behind it is the Ace of Swords. So maybe the revelation, maybe the victory by one person is the loss of another. Yeah. Your word of warning, relationships. This is a new thing. So look like you had maybe a tryst in the evening and you had a baby in the meantime. Star. So this is your solace. So this is like one of the most positive cards in the tarot. That and the Sun, which is they're right next to each other almost. Well, in between them is the new person. But this could be a good thing for you. I think it's about perception. Your outcome is Judgment. So this news will cause some judgment because I don't think you can hold on to it forever. This is something from the past, so maybe a relationship from the past. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, yes, you have a mistress and a child somewhere. But the baby is here. So I think the tarot is trying to be positive and tell you that don't take it out on the kid. The kid still needs love, still needs his father, so forth and so forth. On the bottom, Seven of Swords, so sneaking away with something. So yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. So is he on the way out, though? That was my initial question. The one who said rape and incest is the way humans have survived. Now, if you believe the Bible, then you might can come up with that, because Adam and Eve had sons. I don't know how their sons then had babies, except with their mother, but it said they had spouses, but who were those people's mother? I thought there were only two people on earth, so there's a lineage of incest. But humans did not survive because of incest and rape. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So, they just keep falling out. Is he on the way out? Justice? I guess not, because how stupid are the people of Iowa, as Trump said, but it's hard to take these incumbents out when they've been in for so long. The devil keeps showing itself to me, so let's see. Is he on the way out? Come out. So, your first card, the World, completion. Peek at your outcome is work. So it's going to answer us here. So right now we're dealing with the world. We're dealing with the big picture. And the King of Cups. I don't know if that's him, but I think it is. And then the Star. There's hope for you yet. So I don't think he's out. The Three of Cups. Celebration. Page of Cups. Good news. Seven of Cups. Confusion. Many choices. Six of Swords. So contentious race here. You muddied the waters, but you know, duh. And then Six of Swords is transition. The Strength is in the Fear. And the Hopes is the Lovers, so an alignment. The Environment is the Emperor, so we're still on top of the world. Behind you is the money, so you are gerrymandered in. The Fear, or the word of warning, is the money, so watch your corruption. But, I mean, you're not going to, but that's just your warning. So the Tarot's advice is what I called those two cards. Solace is the completion. So this is usually like the White House card, so Congress. And then your job, and then out in the cold. Wow, that took a turn. I'm like, he's good. He'll be fine. Sure, absolutely. Out in the cold. Well, I guess your solace is just you'll still have a job somewhere. Wow. Okay. So that says no. That says he's on the way out. Oh, I'm shocked by my own reading this time. There's the law. So something might catch up to you. Let's do some more here. It's like he can't win over people or something. There's the stalemate and then the communication, but it's slow and money's in the way. I don't know. We'll have to come back to him because it looked like everything was going fine and then it said no. But maybe it's just a baby on the way. I don't know. We'll see.